You know, I'm Challenger, I have no life, and I'm Asian, so I probably can get rank 1. You know, before we start this video, I saw this clip of I'm a cutie pie talking about me, and I found it pretty funny, and I think you guys would enjoy it as well. So here we go.
Dude, I don't understand. I remember when Panzer Dragon first started off, chat, you guys were telling me this guy was the greatest player ever and he was gonna get rank 1 or whatever, and now all you guys do is flame him. Is that just how Twitch chat is? Is Twitch chat just a bunch of fucking losers
a
that
wise
fucking
choice.
flame people all day? Because I don't think that's what Twitch chat is. Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know anything about Panzer Dragon. I know he's not gonna hit, like, he's not gonna hit rank 1. But does that make him a bad person? No. I'm sure he's nice. And I'm sure he's trying his best, so more power to him. I can respect, dude, any player that says I'm gonna hit rank 1 is more than likely not gonna hit it. But I can respect it either way, dude. It's the thought that counts most of the time. You feel me on that, chat? It's the thought that counts.
So I can't comment on the video for reasons I don't want to say, but I thought it was a pretty funny clip, and I think you guys found it funny as well. But now, previously on Dragon Balls in My Mouth, we were at 435 LP. And then I play Soraka, but then I feed, but then I win. Do you guys really want to know the secret to winning a game when you are feeding? The secret to that is don't suck. Case closed, and that's how you win games when you feed. But I know what you're thinking, Pants. If you feed, doesn't that mean you suck? Yes, that's true, you do suck. But if you have good teammates, it doesn't matter. And as long as you're playing champions that scale well into the mid game and late game and don't need, money to do anything, you got yourself a free game. Now, in the next game, I start to do the same thing as I did in my last game, which is feed. Did it work? I'm not gonna spoil that for you. But then later on in the game, I say, fuck this Ezreal, he is useless. At least that's what I was thinking this game. I'm pretty sure otherwise there's no point of me roaming so much. But basically, I said that the bottom lane was basically over. There was some stuff that happened, but I didn't really show. And fast forward into this game, we rely on our mid lane and top lane to win this game. You can also see that the enemy team has a lot of AD, so that's why I picked Taric. In fact, they're full AD, and Taric's really good against their team comp. They also have some Scarin on Lee Sin, so that's another thing. But yeah, you can see the enemy team has a lot of map pressure and are way ahead despite the kills we have. Well, actually, you can't really see it, but my team is just being super pressured. Like, a lot of people are just kind of behind. We're just getting out map pressured. I don't know. I'm even building a lot of armor because I know the enemy team has a lot of AD. I'm also maxing out W because they have a lot of AD and I get more passive armor, but I don't know if that's better than maxing out Q in this instance. I'm definitely not sure about that. But right here is a Lucian, and I come in for a flank because I feel like my team is good at following up on whatever I do. I'm also really tanky. And Kennen goes in on Lee Sin and Yasuo, which is fine, but our Nidalee suicides on a Lucian who's actually extremely fed at the moment. That's one of the reasons why I left the bot lane, because I knew the lane was over. But oh my god, our Lucian, their Lucian, they just... Ezreal, if he auto-attacked one more time, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Lucian got a crit right there on Ezreal. And Ezreal just didn't stand still and auto-attack. Instead, he just walked, and, if he just stood still and auto-attacked, he probably would have killed Lucian. But, oh yeah, that's right, I didn't like our Ezreal. He wasn't that good. I'm pretty sure he was in an off-roll, but there were some mistakes that he made that made me say if we're gonna win, we need to rely on our mid, top, and maybe jungle to win it for us. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Maybe you're just bad, you fucking shitty shit. Yeah, that may be true, but I know my experience from with good AD carries and bad AD carries, and I didn't really like this AD carry. Anyways, this team fight was bad because it was a 4v5. Kennen went off the farm, but our whole team wanted to chase, which is alright. But he didn't follow, and it was a really good chase because the enemy team is on retreat from our base and destroying it. But yeah, it was just a 4v5. I think if he was there, this definitely would have been an awesome team fight. I think. Anyways, this game, I'm not sure if it was my fault. It kind of was. I don't know. My score says it wasn't, but I don't know if I could have influenced it any other way. I'd say my performance was good. Our Nidalee, she did not build armor. She didn't build Zhonya's. I don't know why. She had a Lich Bane. when your game's all AD, build some fucking armor, alright? You know, I gave Ezreal a lot of shit, but look, he's smart as well. He built Ninja Tabi. Ninja Tabi is a great item, especially if your game's a lot of AD. Oh, you know, all AD. Anyways, look at this play. This is a very scary play. I'm staying beside the Victor so he won't get isolated, but luckily he fucks the Kha'Zix with his W, which has disappeared but still stunned him, and also Soraka's ultimate saved the day. I also just flashed on the Cassiopeia because I don't want her to like dodge me and I don't want that risk. So, you know, this is one of my techniques I learned from watching someone play Zac. I also didn't block all of the bullets on Victor because I was like, there's two things going on in my mind. First of all was Jhin ult. Second of all was the Kha'Zix kind of flanking us, and I was like, actually that was something where I was kind of confused on my positioning and what to do, because there was too much shit going on at once. Anyways, this was a cocky fight because it's a 3v4, and I thought we were like super powerful, but apparently we aren't. I also sort of thought we could burst the Cassiopeia and get out of there, but the whole enemy team, they were there. Anyways, right here, the enemy team kind of overstayed and kind of got a little caught out. So, I want to ask you a question. Is this Baron a good call? Yes or no? The answer is yes, because even though the enemy team has one person down, they're actually just too little to contest, and if they want to fight us, then we'll probably win that team fight. Of course, we got kind of low, but still it doesn't really matter too much. Anyways, after a little bullshit of us fucking around and, you know, just dying for free, we eventually get our shit together, and they don't actually know I'm in this bush, so they think they have a catch onto the Victor and Ezreal, but I am right here to counter their engage and CC the Kha'Zix, and basically you can see that this team fight is going really well for us. So yeah, luckily I was in that bush and it was not warded, so they didn't really see what was coming. Also in this scenario, I ignored the Gnar because I knew Jhin, he's not really a mobile guy, so it's easy for me to catch him. Also, he was the biggest threat on the enemy team, and I knew if we kill him, then there's a lot less pressure on that enemy team. This next game, I play Soraka, but we do have Fizz jungle, and honestly, I should have dodged because enemy team has a Nidalee jungle and Fizz jungle. Honestly, Fizz just sucks dick right now after the nerfs he received. I don't like him anywhere. I like him when he's on an enemy team, but I don't like him when he's on my team, and I should have dodged, but we had a good mid laner. We had a Draven, which I actually love Draven on my team. I feel like they're just so good, even if it's not Tyler 1. But like anyone who plays Draven, I feel like it's going to be a free win, especially if I'm on Soraka, because I can just keep him alive and he'll just do a bunch of damage. Unfortunately, before I could start feeding and winning, my team started feeding, and you know, I don't know, shit just happened and we lost. The next one is going to be a little dive on the top lane, which is a Kha'Zix, but it was actually pretty smart because he just respawned and didn't really have any wards, so I thought, hey, you know what, maybe it's a good time to strike his ass down. And I tanked the tower for Yasuo, but he comes back on me and gets me isolated, so I take a lot of damage. Now, Flash was actually a little bit late, but I was definitely not expecting the Kha'Zix to jump on me. And then I die, and Yasuo dies, so this dive was actually a little bit too ham. This Janna's like trolling, and I'm like, okay. Then the Janna gets caught by an E from the Skarner, and I'm thinking of helping her, and I'm like, okay, I'm going in, this is a good thing, kind of, not really, no one's actually around, and I try and E out, but then I just die. So this is a mistake because I followed a teammate who was like kind of trolling, and also I figured Yasuo would come, but he was a little bit late. Either way, I died because I wanted to help a teammate, but that's what I get for trying to help someone. And we get some picks on Lucian and Skarner, and you know, we do the Baron because it's a good call. But holy fuck, everyone on this team, including me, is a fucking idiot, and I'm gonna explain 5,000 reasons why. So first off, Skarner and Lucian are dead for quite a bit, although my team wants to get some picks, which is fine. I mean, LeBlanc is good at that. But right here, Thresh actually threw his hook, and I should be, you know, trying to get the blobs around me, also letting the Yasuo tank. Oh my god, I fuck up so hard here, holy fuck. I didn't want to get close to my blobs because I feared Thresh would hook me, but I think I should have ulted for more blobs. Also, I was tanking, and maybe Janna could have healed me back then. But then my team starts to do the Baron, and you guys just saw the Skarner across the wall. What was my team thinking? What the fuck? And you can see I type it in chat, like, what the fuck were they thinking? Seriously, you probably had stage 1 cancer when you saw me die to the Baron, but I just got stage 11 Ebola just rewatching this clip, and just holy shit, I don't even know. Like this Vayne, she says I stopped hitting it after we saw Skarner. Clearly, that is not fucking true. And also, you guys are probably wondering, why the fuck are you building Spirit Visage if they're all AD? Well, actually, I just realized they're all AD very late in the game, to be honest. Somehow I did not notice that, which was my bad, but yeah, I finally started building a little bit more armor, but I'm on my way of building a Spirit Visage, so I do want to complete it for its passive. Anyways, after that Baron, we're clearly still a little stronger as the enemy team has a lot of AD. Now, a team fight erupts and evolves, but I'm out of range for my initiation, and Vayne is a little too far up front, and then Janna does this, and it's like, okay. Hell yeah, sure, if I E'd in and blocked the Thresh Hook, maybe Vayne would have died, but still, it was a bad fight from the start. Cause LeBlanc got chunked and Yasuo wasn't here yet, and now all we have to do is wave clear, and also give up this inhibitor, but LeBlanc suicides. I think she got hooked by a Thresh Hook, I have no idea, and now me and Yasuo have to 2v5 and somehow wave clear this minion wave. Unfortunately, we're just a little too weak to fight the enemy. Yasuo doesn't really have the damage, and he also gets hooked. And now I'm in a little sticky situation where I basically lost because of do I blame myself? Yes, I do, for not doing the Baron thingy, but still, I can't say this game was 100% my fault. I'm also not sure why a jungler main is playing Vayne on AD carry, but okay, I'll take it. And in the next game, I play Malphite because I have a hard-on for him, as he got a few buffs, so that, you know, that's something that's really good. In the laning phase, I did shit all and played Malphite, the easiest champion to play, and I also got some ganks, and yeah, that's why I have a positive score in the top lane. And then I, you know, since my team has a lot of map pressure, the kills are even, but they have still a lot of map pressure because of towers and stuff, I basically go split push until my team needs me. Once I see they're in a little trouble and the enemy team has committed just a little bit, I go in for a little initiation that gets no one. Does it matter? No, not really, because our team is like super fed and they can do whatever they want. Okay, well, they're not super fed, but still, it's basically easy. And the enemy team just keeps suiciding into us. But I think Malphite is actually a really good champion in the top lane. I think he's actually better than Nautilus at the moment, but you need to be against a lot of AD and not like 3 APs, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you ever see me in the top lane anymore, you'll probably see me play Malphite more often, because I think he's really strong. I don't know about anyone else, but you know, I think he's OP. Plus he's fucking easy to play, so why not? Next game I play Ashe and I do nothing. Look at my Ashe score, look at my team score. You can see that I am, well, I'm not doing the best in my team, but my team is doing better than I am, even my support. Like by a landslide, which is the Vel'Koz, not the Sona. That's a Sona mid, by the way. And that's the only reason I played this game, because we had a Sona mid. I think she's OP. But anyways, I'm going to explain why this team fight was so good for me. You can see the Blitz is coming for me, also the Nasus, which is really scary. And if I didn't flash that hook, I think we would have actually lost this team fight, as I would have got bursted, and now I survived, so I can do some DPS to whoever is in this team fight, which is good. Well, technically, we didn't really win. We went even, but still, I think that was a good thing of me. I mean, flashing the Blitz hook, that's always good. And right here, I'm just like, oh, it's a Nasus. And then I'm like, oh, it's a Nasus. I'm getting fucked, someone help me. So he was actually a big threat, and he just wiped our team solo. So he's really scary at this point. But then this happens where Sona goes for a huge ass ultimate with, you know, a little dragon buff, and my team goes ham and we basically wipe their team. This is one of the reasons why I think Sona mid is OP. She just actually one-shot the Caitlyn by herself, by the way. And yeah, I really want to see her at Worlds on mid lane, so I can have some bragging rights that I was right, she is a little OP. But I am a dumb shit who doesn't really know much about the mid lane. In the next game, we face Bjergsen and his duo, Sven Skaren, except they're not really duo, they're just got matched up in the same team. Anyways, I'm just doing my camps, you know, having a good time, but he invades me, which is pretty smart of him. I mean, Hecarim is someone who gets pretty low on the first clear. Anyways, one of my ideas of winning this game is to kill the Rengar and camp for our top laner, who is like 700 challenger LP. But I also just farm for the majority of this game, that's why you don't really see me doing anything, as Sven Skaren put me behind. And I'm also a bit scared of him counter ganking whatever I gank, because if he does counter gank it, then, you know, I'm basically going to get fucked. This is the pressure that some LCS players put on me. Of course, there are some players I won't name that don't really pressure me and put me into a more passive mode. I know Meteos never invades me for some reason, but I guess he's more of a safe jungler. Others are more aggressive. Anyways, right here is actually a team fight that's pretty close, and I'm thinking of like fighting, especially getting a pick on this Rengar, which I knock him back into my team, who wasn't there at the time, so he doesn't really get bursted, but I ult out because I know I'm gonna die if I stayed in that team fight, but, you know, that happens. Luckily, our Lucian is super fed and gets away from a lot of things. But yeah, we do win that team fight short-handedly. And now it's going to be a team fight that is kind of a big deal for this game. So I'm thinking about initiating because our whole team is kind of here. GP's on his way, of course. And the only thing on my mind is he's seeing Bjergsen because I don't want him getting the parallel convergence. And right here, when I see the Taric ultimate, I kind of retreat, but then I go back in. And that's how you kind of outplay the Taric ultimate, sort of. Everyone has to retreat, and then they can go back in. We do get the Baron later, and we start the siege, but right here, I definitely do not want this Echo getting in his parallel convergence, so I use my E to knock him back, but now I have no escape to get out of this sticky situation. Was using the E on Echo a good thing? I don't think so, but I don't know if my team would have died if I didn't do something like that, and I just should have, trusted my teammates on getting out since they had Syndra's E, and a lot of disengage, so, trust my teammates a little bit more, even though that's something I said earlier that I wouldn't do. But yeah, I definitely think I should play a little bit more selfish, relying on myself and not my teammates. That way I won't die as much because I do sacrifice myself for my teammates a lot, but I think some of those deaths could actually be prevented. And in some scenarios, my teammates might live. Now, interestingly enough, I get some Fanskaren on the other team, but Bjergsen is actually on my team in this game. But right here, I just kill her with a banana. And I'm on the escape from the Blitzcrank, and I'm just patiently waiting until my mana comes for my ultimate so I can get away with a clean escape. Then this Ashe goes super ham for whatever reason, and suicide. Yeah, okay, this game is actually over. Like every lane one, the enemy team just got super pressured, and the enemy team just got super fucked, and we were already at their inhibitor at like 25 minutes. So there is some LP for me. And the next game is a new day and a new light, which means I just woke up, and this is one of the reasons why I fucking suck on my first games. You see that cocoon? That was a fucking garbage cocoon that actually fucked up this whole play and made me die and made my whole team die, which was super sad. Garbage, I fucking tell you, on those first games. I tell you, like, holy shit, that is super bad of me. Jesus Christ. I did make a video on why I play so many games in one sitting. This is one of the biggest reasons why I play so many games in one day, because always the first 3 games are shit. I want you guys from now on to watch when my shirt changes or the light changes, because that means it's a new day. In those first 3 games, I just suck dick. I know why. It's because I ain't warmed up yet. I forget how to do some things, but it takes a little bit until it kicks in. Also, losses motivate me to do better in the next game. I'll be straight up honest there. But that is so bad of trying to get LP. You can see I'm doing better in the mid game and late game, but I don't fucking care. That early game, that was fucking awful. I don't like that, man. My game sense was the only reason I got back into the game, but my early game mechanics was just straight up awful. Anyways, so some problems in this game was Aurelia kept diving in the back line with, Nami supporting the Jhin and not peeling for a Jhin who was super fed, while also, I was always in the back line, but that's because I did not like the fight that was kind of going on. Like, you can see the Ken is being our front line, which is way too straight up. I'm kind of the person who needs to be the front line, and I am right here, but we have to peel for a back line. You can see that Aurelia does not actually go for the Katarina, she goes for someone else. Well, actually, she would have got a kill on Wukong, but he survived. And like, these team fights are definitely winnable, but my team just honestly played it a little bit bad. And their positioning was out of place because Kennen needs to peel for the Katarina, be the one to zone her off. I have to be the one, like, peeling for Jhin, but it wasn't played right, and yeah, we lost the game. This next game, I'm coming for a gank in the bot lane. I have Graves, but Blitz doesn't get the power fist up the ass and only gets a Janna, and then the Janna flashes, but he misses the hook, and that was actually a free kill on Jhin if he could get it, but this game, this happened, so, I see a Jhin, he's basically a free kill. I'm autoing some minions and not really caring too much about Jhin, because I think he's kind of dead. But Janna kept blocking my shots on my shotgun, which is actually pretty good for her to kind of outplay me like that. But then, she has a shield again. I'm actually not even in auto attack range of Jhin, and, just little things that could have actually made that outcome a little bit different. I couldn't believe it because I actually thought he was a free kill. But yeah, you can honestly say I fucking tilt on my first 3 games. I don't care. I'll admit that. But after those 3 games, I don't tilt. Maybe after the 10th or 12th game, I get tired and, that impacts my gameplay. But my first 3 games and after 12 games have been played, maybe I tilt. In between, fuck no. Those are my peak moments. Even if I have 4 losses in a row, I won't tilt. Players who tilt in after 4 games or something, they're extremely annoyed by losing those 4 games. I'm not extremely annoyed because I understand why I lost it and how I could fix those problems. Like, if I did good in 2 out of 4 games of those 4 losses, losses, then I could just say it was unlucky teammates. I know Red, if he goes on a 3-loss streak, he's extremely annoyed. And he's also super stressed out and doesn't want to play anymore, because he knows he's tilted. Me, I've destroyed my emotions, so hence I don't tilt anymore. I just say I want to be a better player, and I know how I fucked up. Like each game I go, okay, maybe if I did this better, then I could have won it, or maybe this, but I will never say something like, oh, if I had better teammates, I could have won. No, that's fucking super irrational, because you're the one who should be responsible for your elo. What could you have done better to win the game? And that's my mindset when I play this game. Like, this is kind of related to my other video, but, all I'm trying to say is not everyone has the same mindset when they play rank. Apparently, I have a very different mindset from the majority of viewers watching this video, and so whenever someone has a different opinion on a certain topic, try and look at it from their perspective. Unless it was like, Hitler was a good person, and the Holocaust didn't really happen, or if you're dealing with a feminist, then you can, look away. But I understand people's perspectives on, that mindset, and it's like a mindset that's kind of based on emotions, which I don't have anymore. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. On the next episode of Dragon Balls in My Mouth, we have a Dyrus duo with I'm a Cutie Pie. So make sure you watch that video, and if you guys did like this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you didn't, make sure to subscribe. Anyways, I am Pantsar Dragon, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and that's support York, by the way. Oh yeah, and that's also AP Lucian.